up, people of the internet? My name is Caitlin, and it is finally time for another episode of Real Talk right here at Unsilenced. And in today's video, we're going to be tackling what to do when God isn't moving your mountain. The motivation and inspiration behind this video is kind of twofold. For starters, I was listening to Trust in You by Lauren Daigle, where the lyrics go a little something like this. When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give the answers, as I cry out to you, I will trust in you. And secondly, I recently went through some major life events where I would have really preferred God either move the mountain or take me out of it so I could have an easier, clearer path around. But I kind of had to learn firsthand that sometimes in life, God is going to require you to walk through those storms that you don't want to walk through. You are going to get wet, and you are going to have to learn to sing and dance in that rain and just praise Jesus throughout. There are countless reasons why God isn't going to take you out of your situation or move your mountain, and He's not always going to give us an answer as to why. But we need to learn to have faith in Him and trust in Him even when things aren't working out as we picture, when things aren't going our way. And sometimes we just have to ask ourselves, what kind of faith would we really truly have if all God did was bless us and take our problems away from us? How would we learn to find victory in Him, to depend on Him, to work through our problems? We just go and cry to Him and He just takes it away? What kind of faith is that? We need to work. Christianity is not an easy walk here. We need to put in the effort to grow closer to God. And sometimes maybe God's not moving that mountain because He wants to see you work to climb it. When we see salvation as our ticket to a perfect life where there's going to be no struggles, no illness, no death, no tough times, it's so easy to just want to give up. But that's not what God promises us. That's not what our salvation buys us, per se. God does not promise us the easy way to life. Instead, He promises to never leave us when things get tough. He is always going to be by our side, walking beside us, and carrying us when things get too tough. That is His promise. Not an easy life, but instead never to leave us when things are tough. Here's the most beautiful thing. Even when God doesn't take that mountain out of your way, He's not going to leave you to climb that mountain on your own. He knows that you need Him. Without His strength, you're not going to be able to conquer that mountain. But with Christ, when learning into Him, growing with Him, you're going to experience some amazing times as He's going to teach you and strengthen you. And once you get to the top of that mountain and you come up to another mountain, because let's face it, life is full of curveballs and mountains that we have to overcome, you are going to realize that what you learned on that past mountain, when you grew so much closer to God and He didn't abandon you and you're so much stronger in your faith, you're going to realize that you can conquer this next mountain because of what you learned in the past mountain. So even having a strong relationship with Christ and walking through life with Him, life is going to throw all kinds of obstacles that seem absolutely impossible to get by, and we're going to suffer, we're going to go through struggles, but we don't need to worry because God is sovereign over it all. And the only thing that we need to decide when signing up for this whole Christianity thing and going through life walking with Christ is whether we're only serving Him for the good and the blessings He brings, or whether we're going to stick by, serve Him, and praise Him through the storms when we're getting wet, when things are not going our way and the struggle is very real. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. I've learned so much in the last 6 months when God didn't take my mountain away but made me put in work to climb it. And I'm so thankful that He did, because I've learned to see struggles not as a bad thing but actually as a blessing, because you actually put in work with your faith and you grow closer with God. And I'm so much stronger in my faith for coming out the other side. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with anyone you think may need it, and don't forget to like our Facebook page over at Unsilenced. Thanks for watching, and live life unsilenced.
Lend me your hand and we'll conquer them all. But lend me your heart and I'll just let you fall. Lend me your eyes, I can change what you see.